Hi, everyone. My name is Chantel Legend, and I conducted my interview with a licensed speech and language pathologist or a speech therapist. They diagnose and treat a wide range of communication, swallowing, and cognitive disorders in people of all ages, from infancy to the elderly. The person I had the pleasure to interview is a licensed speech and language pathologist in the state of Illinois. She owned her own therapy clinic where she helped patients with neurological and swallowing issues and worked for 27 years before retiring in 2011. Since then, she runs a nonprofit family foundation and works as a SCORE mentor to help others open and operate their own therapy centers. Speaking to her was very insightful into the SLP profession. As an SLP, she got her master's degree from college, completed an internship, and became licensed in the state of Illinois after speaking to her college advisor who recommended she go into speech therapy. After she graduated, she worked in a hospital's rehab center, working primarily with stroke patients and patients who suffered head injuries to help them regain independence and communicate effectively. After opening her own practice, she focused on working with adults with neurological problems because she loved the diagnostics and the opportunity to problem solve and connect, making a direct impact on patients' lives. While working, she would diagnose parts of the brain where language was affected to see if she could get them speaking again. The biggest challenges she faced professionally was the shortage of therapists and how working in healthcare can go from extremely rewarding to extremely depressing. This stemmed from slow, halted progress or not being able to help someone fully recover from their neurological issues and never be the person they once were. Academically, challenges were educational background. SLPs need a minimum master's degree and an in-depth understanding of anatomy and physiology and neuroanatomy to be able to properly diagnose a patient, work with patients with complex issues, and balance documentation with therapy time. Skills needed are a strong educational background, strong communication, detail orientation, problem solving, and observation skills, patience and empathy, and a passion for helping others. When she worked as an SLP, a typical day would start with caseloads. Typically around 6 people a day for 1 hour each. She would meet with them to complete an assessment to determine their neurological needs, such as speech, language, or swallowing. She would coordinate with occupational therapists, physical therapists, the physician, and the nurses assigned to the patient to conduct team rounds and form a care plan conducive to enhancing the patient's quality of care. The amount of team members needed for interdisciplinary work was contingent upon the severity of neurological needs of the patient. So, for instance, some cases were more severe than others, meaning that one patient may just need a speech therapist, while another may need a full team in order to help them communicate. Some were nonverbal, so they couldn't speak. They would use a board. Or like write down their needs. So it would just depend. It would just depend on that. These teams would meet daily and gather to discuss progress, set goals if needed, and problem solve to ensure a care plan was created for the best level of quality care. Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed my presentation on a day in the life of an SLP. If you have any questions or feedback, please feel free to leave a comment. And thank you so much for your time.